Hello everyone, welcome to Anime No Me, and thank you for joining us for another One Piece video. Since his introduction to our story, Rayleigh has always deepened his bond with Luffy, and has accompanied our young pirate every step of the way, who covets the same goals as his former captain, in addition to having a great resemblance to Roger himself. After the 2-year time skip that Rayleigh used to train Luffy, it's possible to see a scene where Rayleigh watches Luffy leave the Sabri Archipelago, and he starts crying and has a very large smile on his face. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the reasons that led Rayleigh to like Luffy so much, to the point that he even cried when he said goodbye to the young man, in addition to also having helped the young pirate multiple times along his journey to overcome different difficult goals. But before we dive into the video, if you're new to the channel, or even if you've watched a bunch of our videos, we'd be absolutely honored if you'd leave us a like, and even subscribe, and maybe leave us a comment letting us know what you thought of the video. It really helps us out, especially with that old YouTube algorithm, and it keeps motivating us to make more content. And if you'd like to help out the channel in a bigger way, consider sharing this video or another one of your favorites with a friend. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So my friends, this great bond between Rayleigh and Luffy is a testament to the enduring power of pirate ties. And even after decades of retirement, the legendary Dark King Silver's Rayleigh, simply now known as Rayleigh, has emerged from the shadows after so long in hiding and exposed himself to the world again. But this time, it's with a more noble purpose in mind, because his sole purpose is to help and train Monkey D. Luffy and the other members of the Straw Hat crew. During his days when he was an active pirate, Rayleigh was once the right-hand man of the late Pirate King Gold D. Roger, and he was a man of immense experience and knowledge about the pirate world. Now, Rayleigh also has abilities that have defied logic and a wisdom accumulated over many years of adventures on the dangerous seas, especially the Grand Line. However, rather than enjoy a peaceful retirement, he decided to give up his peace to dedicate himself to training a new generation of pirates. From the moment when he met Luffy, Rayleigh realized the deep potential and determination of this young captain of the Straw Hat crew, and he saw in Luffy a spark that could ignite a mighty fire and inspire others to follow his example. So with a determined smile, Rayleigh accepted the responsibility of mentoring Luffy and guiding him on his journey to become the next Pirate King. Now, Luffy's training under Rayleigh has been intense and extensive, and the master and apprentice embarked on an isolated and wild island where they faced cruel and dangerous odds. During that time, he also taught him advanced combat techniques and imparted the accumulated wisdom of his life as one of the greatest pirates to ever sail the seas. However, this bond between Rayleigh and Luffy wasn't just based on training and fighting, but rather Rayleigh also shared with Luffy his vision of what it meant to be a true pirate, and he highlighted the importance of values such as freedom, respect, and loyalty to his crew members. Rayleigh taught Luffy that the quest for the One Piece, the ultimate treasure, was not about power or riches, but about the journey and the people one meets along the way, teaching your teammates the true value of loyalty. So this bond between master and apprentice grew very quickly into a deep bond of mutual trust and respect, and Rayleigh became a father figure somewhat to Luffy, mentoring him not just in the arts of piracy, but in life as well. He also became a confidant that Luffy could not only trust, but also be an example he could follow. Rayleigh's dedication to helping and training Luffy, as well as the Straw Hats, was an act of ultimate altruism and faith in the potential of these young pirates. He put aside his own comfortable retirement to help shape the future of these pirates, because Rayleigh knew that the world needed a new generation of leaders, and he saw in Luffy and his crew the spark that needed to light the way. The great bond between Rayleigh and Luffy is also proof that pirate ties transcend generations and borders, because Rayleigh, as a former legendary pirate, found a new purpose in his life by becoming Luffy's mentor. This special relationship contributed not only to Luffy's growth as a pirate, but also to the Straw Hats' strength and unity as a formidable crew, to the point of making them stronger and wiser as a whole unit. Following the time skip, when Luffy goes on to resume his adventure to become the Pirate King, we witness a very exciting and incredible scene about Rayleigh. While saying goodbye to Luffy, we see that Rayleigh remembers those 2 years he spent at Luffy's side, and these bring tears to his eyes after showing a big smile. These tears could be interpreted in multiple ways, reflecting both Rayleigh's pride in training Luffy and making him stronger, as well as understanding that Luffy is about to face some very major events and challenges on his journey. So Rayleigh put a lot of time and effort into training Luffy during that time skip, sharing his vast knowledge and experience with the young pirate. He taught Luffy the techniques of haki and prepared him for the dangers and mysteries that he would encounter in the new world. So it's only natural that Rayleigh would be proud to see his ward go out and take on the world, knowing that he's now better prepared and and equipped to face the challenges ahead. Furthermore, Rayleigh's tears might carry a deeper meaning related to Luffy's own fate and future, because as Rayleigh accompanied Goldie Roger on his quest to the One Piece and reached the final destination, it's reasonable to assume that Rayleigh is aware of those world secrets, including Joy Boy's secret. Now, the figure of Joy Boy is a legendary character within the One Piece universe, and he has a direct connection to the history of Poseidon, poneglyphs, and even the name of D. So these facts could have added an even greater emotional charge to Rayleigh's tears. However, it's still important to note that the specific knowledge that Rayleigh has about Joy Boy's secret has not been explicitly revealed within the story. Now, although he was present during the Great Age of Piracy and witnessed pivotal events, the exact extent of his knowledge is still not known. His tearful departure may reflect his trust in Luffy and the hope that he can unlock the world's hidden secrets, just as Roger tried to do in the past. But for some reason, and also ulterior motives and a sickness, Roger just couldn't at that time. In this vast world of One Piece, which is filled with mysteries and ancient legends, there are very few characters as fundamental and pivotal to the work as Rayleigh, because he's one of the few individuals alive that knows the true history about the world and the truth about Joy Boy, as well as the enigmatic meaning of the D initial. After all, since Rayleigh was on Roger's crew their entire journey, he even offered the opportunity to reveal all these mysteries of the world to Nico Robin. This deeper knowledge of the world may have even shaped Rayleigh's actions and directed his efforts to guide Luffy, this young captain of the Straw Hat Pirates, toward achieving Joy Boy's wish and changing the world, because it seemed, at least in Roger's time, they were just a little too early to do what Joy Boy meant to do. At various points throughout our One Piece story, the figure of Joy Boy has been mentioned. Now, it's been mainly since the Fishman Island arc, but more recently it was given greater depth during the Wano arc, and Joy Boy is known as a figure from the Void Century, that historical period filled with mysterious events and at which information is scarce and even taboo. However, Rayleigh, throughout his journey with Roger and being a part of the Pirate King's crew, he gained that experience and connections, and they may have even found fragments of the truth about Joy Boy and what his purpose was for the world, because firsthand he learned about these startling revelations during Roger's grand voyage. It's even possible that Roger and his companions made discoveries that led them to know much more about Joy Boy and the hidden truth behind the D initial, and Rayleigh, as Roger's right-hand man, may have taken all that information in because it's not only of great importance, but after the loss of his captain, he then dedicated himself to preserving this knowledge and making sure it was passed on to the right party. Once Rayleigh encountered Luffy and realized that young pirate's spirit of adventure and determination, Rayleigh might have seen in him the potential needed to fulfill Joy Boy's wish and unlock the secrets of the clan of D. Rayleigh, after all, was keenly aware that Luffy had descended from the D clan bloodline and possessed an unwavering willpower, so Rayleigh may have become the mentor to Luffy and subtly guiding him towards the places and challenges that have allowed him to grow and evolve into the true leader that he is today. Rayleigh, above anyone else in the world, really knows the dangers that Luffy and his companions are going to face on their journey. However, he also knows that these challenges are necessary to mold Luffy into the true wielder of Joy Boy's will. And just as Joy Boy wished to change the world, Rayleigh believes that Luffy has the potential to be the catalyst for that change. So he's placed his trust in this young captain, knowing that Luffy will be able to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles and challenge the established powers of the world. So as our story of One Piece progresses, Luffy and his companions are going to face more epic battles and have to make strategic alliances, as well as uncover more secrets about the world they live in. And Rayleigh, while not currently as present in the Straw Hats' actions as he might want to be, he still continues to follow their progress from afar. This is because he hopes that Luffy, when he fully understands the meaning of the surname D, as well as Joy Boy's wish and goal, that Luffy will be able to bring that long-awaited change to the world and finally conclude the Great Age of Piracy. So with all that said, my friends, we'd now love to know what you think about it. First of all, when do you think Rayleigh might get a chance to reunite with Luffy and the rest of the crew? Currently, Rayleigh is with Boa Hancock and Shock and supporting them after all the awful things that happened at the hands of Blackbeard and the Navy on Amazon Lily. So they may actually be out on the seas looking to join back up with Luffy because they need to have more allies in this world, especially since it looks like Teach is starting to make his move to fulfill his plans that that he's waited so many years to fulfill. Next, do you think there will ever come a time in our story where Rayleigh will offer the information again and Luffy and Robin might take them up on it? Or do you think he may rather be a guide, because what if he actually knows where that final road poneglyph is? Because he did offer to tell them how to get to the last island. Rayleigh does know all of these secrets, so is he going to be one of those key players that's going to help our Straw Hat crew make it to the final island? Let us know what you think about that and all the other things in the comments below. So as we wrap up our video for the day, we'd like to thank you all so much for watching, especially those of you who've made it here to the very end. Make sure you comment on any themes or ideas that you'd like to see in future videos. And also, since you made it this far, hit that bell and hit that subscribe button before you head out to take on the rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you all in our next video. Let's keep sailing this giant sea together. Take care.